Hello guys and welcome to my first review in like 3 months. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This is sort of an old game by now. I mean, it's still kind of new. It was released in November. And I'm basically going to go over some parts of the game and then give an overall score. So here we go. Okay, so the graphics in Modern Warfare 3 are okay. There's still lots of games out there today that have better graphics than it, but they improved slightly upon the graphics from Modern Warfare 2. So they're okay. They're not great. They're not as good as they could be because they'll never take the time to, improve their engine, but they're okay. The audio in MW3, it's just the same way as the graphics. It's okay. Again, same thing for the graphics. It could be better. They could take the time to make it better, but they don't. So it's okay, but some of the gun sounds are still not very realistic. It seems like a very old game when you're listening to it. Like it doesn't seem new. I don't know how to explain the feel. They recycled a lot of stuff basically. And again, it's the same thing as the graphics. The audio is okay, not great. Now we're going to go into my review of the modes. The single player, I'm not a big fan of it. Call of Duty 4's single player was amazing. I could play that over and over and over and over. I loved it. MW2's single player was and MW3's is... I honestly don't like it at all because it's basically MW2's single player, just different. Like, they basically use the same formula and story from MW2. It's just that now it's Modern Warfare 3. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's the same formula. Like, people die, and then it moves to a different mission, and it continually progresses. It's the same formula as Modern Warfare 2's campaign. If you've played Modern Warfare 2 and 3's campaign, you'll sort of get what I'm saying, but it's hard to explain. What I'm trying to say is that the campaign is nothing new. It's basically what Modern Warfare 2's campaign was. Also, a problem that I've had with the Call of Duty franchise is that, or the Modern Warfare franchise is that, I don't know if I really should call it a franchise, but Modern Warfare 2 didn't really feel like the sequel to COD 4. Like, it was a whole new story. It seemed like a movie sequel where they made the sequel just to get more money, where it doesn't really continue a story. Because Call of Duty 4's story was done. Then MW2 sort of starts a new story, but it's the same characters as COD 4's, and then MW3's finishes that story. I almost feel like that Modern Warfare 2 and 3 should be their own sort of series. So, campaign is not great. Not great. I actually didn't really like it that much. Now time to talk about Spec Ops. Spec Ops, like the missions, I didn't really like. I didn't like Spec Ops, the missions. I didn't really like them that much. I never really liked them in the first place. They're not the most fun thing to do. Survival mode was fun, but it got old really quickly. Like, for example, in Black Ops and World at War, they had zombies, and you could play on the same zombie map for like months and it would not get old, whereas you could play survival for 1 month on like every single map and it gets old. So Spec Ops, the missions were not very good. I didn't really enjoy them that much. Survival mode was good, but it got old very quickly. It loses its replay value very quickly. So that's sort of my problem with Spec Ops. Other than that, it's better than the campaign. However, the one problem I have is that some of the missions, like, were recycled from the campaign. They had that problem in Modern Warfare 2. Basically, every Spec Ops mission was recycled from the campaign. With MW3, it's not the same case, but a lot of them are still recycled from the campaign. They might as well just do arcade. It's so ridiculous. They might as well just do arcade mode from Call of Duty 4. It almost make no difference and make it co-op. But yeah, Spec Ops mission mode, survival, good, but not very, it doesn't have much replay value. Now to get into what everybody's been waiting for, now I'm going to go over the multiplayer and the sort of gameplay mechanics. I'll go over the multiplayer first. The multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3 is okay. It's average. It's not great. It's not good. It's not bad. It's average. It's mediocre, I'd say. Like, Call of Duty 4's was the best. Call of Duty 2's was the best. And I'd even go as far back to say that United Offensive and Call of Duty 1 were great as well. Whereas those games had good multiplayer. Whereas Modern Warfare 3, it's okay. Like, it's not MW2's multiplayer was worse. It was broken. Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer isn't really broken, but it's still just, it's not great. They really need to change up the game a little bit, because the game hasn't really changed since Call of Duty 4. It's just the same system with like a new edition each year. And it gets really repetitive and boring. Call of Duty 4, I played the crap out of it. Modern Warfare 2, I didn't play much because I did not like that game at all. Modern Warfare 3, I played it for a month and it got old. I played it for 1 month, maybe even less, it got old. So, I mean, I've been playing Call of Duties like, I've been playing them a decent amount since Call of Duty 4. Well, ever since the first Call of Duty, really, actually, if you want to go that far back. But I'm saying that this perk system and everything, it's gotten old. It's been even with the Treyarch games, it's basically been the same thing recycled since Call of Duty 4. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it got really boring, and it ended up getting me tired with this game in a month. So, and the game's, like I said, the multiplayer's not that great anyways. So, now the gameplay mechanics, like the controls and stuff, the controls are nice. They're fluid as usual. FPS stays at a nice steady 60. And, yeah, the gameplay mechanics are good. The controls are good. You know, all that fancy stuff. And with the multiplayer, they made some nice additions. But again, it's just additions. They've never really revamped the system. It's just additions. They just keep adding on to what they've already done. I don't think they'll ever get away from this perk system. Maybe they will when they start losing sales, which they haven't yet, which is beyond me. I'm surprised that they haven't started losing sales yet, because even though it's made by Treyarch, I'll have to see what Black Ops 2 is like before I get it, because I have no really interested in it at this point. And I really want to see what Infinity Ward does. Actually, no, Respawn Entertainment now. They're coming out with their game in like 2013. But yeah, multiplayer is mediocre. Gameplay mechanics like controls and stuff are good. Okay, so now for the final verdict. The final verdict is I'd give this game a 5.5, and I'll go into why. First of all, I'm going to give what I would give as scores. I'll do a Call of Duty 4 and maybe a Modern Warfare 2 review later, and another, Luke reviews. But Call of Duty 4, I would have gave that game a 9. MW2, I would have gave it like a 6. This game, I'm giving it a 5.5. Did I say 5.5 or did I say 5? If I said 5, I meant 5.5. I would give this game a 5.5. Reason why I would give this, the reason why I'm giving this a 5.5, even though I did not like MW2 that much and I would have gave that game a 6, is because this game didn't really change much stuff up. Although I liked it more than Modern Warfare 2, even though I hated Modern Warfare 2, it still had way more replayability than this game, and it added a lot more new stuff. This game is just, it adds some new stuff, but it's just a bunch more recycled stuff. It's nothing new, it's just getting old, and I really hope they can step it up with their next game, because it'll take a while, but they're gonna start losing sales. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You just don't know when it is. You just don't know when it's gonna happen, but they will start losing sales. But yeah, final verdict, I would actually give this game a 5.5. I'm dead serious when I say this. I just did not enjoy it that much. Definitely not worth $60. Do not pay $60 for this game. Get it used, find it on eBay, get it for 20. Maybe even, you can't find it for 15, but 15 would be a viable price. If you're going to get this game, don't get it for more than, like, 20. don't get it, and do not get it for $60. It is not worth $60. I'm telling you that right now. It is not worth $60. The final verdict, 5.5. And unless you really, really want to try it, I do not suggest getting this game. It'll probably just end up being wasted money. I myself am actually, my brother's helping me sell MW3 on eBay right now, because I don't know, just didn't like it. So, yeah, that's it, and I hope you see me next time for my next review, which will be Battlefield 3.